Hi, I'm Danny Ecker with the Chicago Business Today Midday Report. The city is pouring more resources into tourism promotion. Choose Chicago announced at its annual meeting this morning that its budget will increase in the coming year and that it'll add members to its board of directors in an effort to continue momentum it's generated since officially forming last summer. The city currently draws about 44 million visitors a year, up significantly from the recession. Choose Chicago, meanwhile, has been tasked by the mayor to boost that number to at least 50 million by 2020. Our Bridget Sweeney spoke with tourism officials at today's meeting, and she joins me now. Bridget, some interesting things this morning, some numbers. What'd you learn? What was the big takeaway?
So the big announcement came from Mayor Emanuel. He said that the city would get $5 million extra dollars to specifically market the airports, which was interesting. The budget in general has really jumped in the past 2 to 3 years. It was as low as about $13 million back in 2010. For 2013, it's already up to about $27 million. So the city is willing to increase its investment in tourism.
Absolutely, doubling down on it at this point. They also talked about beefing up the board of directors a little bit. Any idea who may be involved here? I mean, they talked about maybe bringing on some big names from the local business community?
There were no names mentioned yet, but right now it's a pretty big board, 28 people, lots of top business people. Bruce Rauner, who was formerly a private equity big name and is now the chairman of the board, said he would be bringing on people, quote unquote, superstars in the business community, probably some from the tech and startup community. He kept saying he wanted to get kind of neighborhood and civic leaders on board as well. The interesting thing he said at the meeting today, however, is that he may well be stepping down as chairman in the next couple of months to pursue, quote unquote, other civic engagements.
He also laid out some potential plans for maybe what kind of events maybe they may be chasing after to lure more tourists here. Any sense of any hints as far as what may that include?
So Mr. Rauner worked with a lot of management consulting firms to really come up with these kind of crazy, what they call inspirational and aggressive ideas about how the city could be improved from a visitor perspective. They range from these cable cars that would be, above the city and take people along the river, to a much better lighting system that would really highlight the buildings and the architecture at nighttime around the city. Upgrades to Navy Pier, et cetera, et cetera. There was even one idea about this huge gambling complex, which obviously would require, approval of gambling in the first place. But they're not ready to move on anything yet, but they do say that they will be moving on some of these announcements or some of these decisions in the next couple of months. I would expect that lighting of the city might be a first priority. Okay,
well, in the meantime, they got to focus on this Big Ten men's basketball tournament coming up and go from there.
Great.
Thanks, Bridget.
Thank you.